All right, so this is about rectangle creation. So you notice we've been drawing rectangles when we do the area between two curves. We're also going to be using it with rotations. So when you draw your rectangle, there's certain things that have to be able to happen. So we already know we do this. And everything is great. It works out perfect because as we move the rectangle, it's always the same, top minus bottom, from intersection point to intersection point. So this is the perfect rectangle for it because we're always subtracting the same two functions. So when you draw your rectangle, you have to make sure that your rectangle is the same top and bottom function throughout the entire graph. So on the next one, the same thing, a vertical rectangle works perfect and everything is great. So we would be using dx and y equals. Dx and y equals. Again, the height is the y value, it's along the y-axis, and the width is along the x-axis. So the change in x's is down here, and y equals. Now, if you try to do that here, look at this. It's not good. See, right here we have the same top, same bottom. We have y equals, in fact we have x equals y squared here. And down here we have the y equals x minus 2. It also tells you that there's an issue here because this is y equals. And that says x equals. Exactly. Not good. And when you get over here, you can see the same. Well, how do you subtract the same function from itself? We have x equals y squared and x equals y squared. We'd have to get creative with it. It doesn't work well. Also, as you travel through, look, its top and bottoms are switching. They're not the same as we go through. So it looks like this as we go through. Oh, look at that. If you were to keep subtracting that one, so it's that one, take away that one, and you move it through here, look. We are no longer finding the area between the two curves. This area is not there. We are outside of it. So what does that mean? It means we have the wrong rectangle. We're supposed to be using a horizontal rectangle. So now if you look at it, we are subtracting the same two all the way from the beginning to the end. But now everything is about the y-axis. This becomes a dy and an x equals. So this would be bad rectangle. And so what do we need to learn about? Horizontal rectangles. So this would now be a good rectangle. But if you notice now, the height is the x equals, and we're now moving along the dy axis. So we would be starting from y value to y value when we do this. Everything will be in terms of y. So this is the same idea here. If I put a rectangle here, if you notice moving it at any point through here, it will be the exact same two functions that I am subtracting. It will always be blue take away red, blue take away red. And why is it blue take away red? Well, blue is higher up. Look at the x-axis here. We have 2 and we have 0. And why am I looking at the x? Well, because that is the height, x equals. So this will now be a width of dy, and everything will have to say x equals. So I want to see if you understand this. I have 3 pictures down here. I don't know what happened with the middle one. It's too late now. So what I want you to do is draw the proper rectangle. Will it be a vertical rectangle, y equals dx, or a horizontal, x equals dy, x and dy? So you draw it and then label the correct one. I want you to hit pause now, try it, and then unpause, and we'll see if you got it right. Okay, so you should have only gone vertical with this. You can't go horizontal because if you try to draw a horizontal on this one, look, it's the same function. It's not good. And then the next one, you have to go horizontal with it because if you try to draw a vertical one, you're dropping from the same function. You can't subtract from the same function. It gets too complicated. There's ways around it, but we try not to. And then on the last one, it was a tricky one. You could do either or. It doesn't matter. If you drew this way, you could see that it's still red take away green all the way. And if you go vertical, it's green take away red the entire way. Both will work perfectly. So when you're doing these problems from here on out for the rest of chapter 5, your rectangle is very, very important. Make sure you draw it correctly first, and then everything will be perfect from there on out. We're going to be using it as top and bottom, as radiuses, as heights. And so if you have the perfect rectangle, everything else is smooth.